All right, kiddo. You're still awake? I thought so. How about a bedtime story then? Not just any story, a true one. About a tiny little dog who did some pretty big things. Her name was Smoky. Now picture this. It's 1944, way out in the jungles of New Guinea. Hot, sticky, noisy. The kind of place where you'd expect danger around every corner. But down in a muddy little foxhole, a soldier finds something he never expected. Not a weapon, not supplies, but a teeny Yorkshire Terrier. Just 4 pounds, skin and bones, no collar, no training, just a lost pup shivering all alone. That soldier cared for her a little while, but eventually sold her to another man, Corporal William Wynne. 2 Australian pounds he paid. That's about $6 back then, closer to 100 today. A bargain if you ask me, 'cause what he got wasn't just a dog, but a partner. From the very first day, Smoky and Bill were inseparable. She rode around in his backpack, sometimes poking her little head out like a co-pilot. And when the boys were worn out, missing home, she'd dance and do tricks that made them laugh until their sides hurt. Imagine that, a 4-pound dog carrying the weight of an entire squad's morale. But Smoky's biggest moment came at an airfield in Luzon, Philippines. The Army had a big problem. They needed to run a telephone cable through a drainage pipe. The thing was 70 feet long and only 8 inches wide, far too small for a man to crawl through. Digging it up would have taken days, maybe weeks, and left the whole place open to enemy attack. That's when someone thought of Smoky. They tied a bit of string to her collar, set her down at one end, and Bill called her from the other. And wouldn't you know it, she trotted right into that dark, narrow pipe, tail wagging all the way. Out she popped on the other side, string still in tow. The soldiers pulled the cable through, and the whole job was done in minutes. Some say she saved hundreds of lives that day. All thanks to a dog no bigger than a loaf of bread. After the war, Smoky came home with Bill to Cleveland, Ohio. Like a lot of soldiers, Bill ended up in the hospital with jungle sickness. Smoky stayed curled up beside him at night, but she also started visiting other wounded men during the day, hopping onto beds, wagging her tail, making the hurt and homesick smile again. Back then, no one had even heard the term therapy dog, but Smoky was the very first. She showed everyone that love, laughter, and a little fur could heal wounds no medicine could reach. Smoky lived a good long life, 14 years. When she passed, Bill buried her in an old ammunition box, just like she was one of the boys. And years later, in Cleveland, they built a bronze statue of her, sitting on a soldier's helmet, just like how she used to ride in Bill's pack. So, you see, heroes don't always come in uniforms or stand tall. Sometimes they fit in your hand, with bright eyes and a wagging tail. Smoky was small, but her heart was mighty. Mighty enough to carry through a war, heal broken men, and remind the world that courage can come in the tiniest of packages. Now close your eyes, kiddo. Dream of a little dog trotting proudly down a jungle path, tail up, ears perked, ready to make the world smile. Good night.